I was just giving Ella a blow-by-blow account of Galway versus Sharples, the big fight.
Well, don't. I hate to say Sharples is right about anything, but yes, there is going to be a reshuffle. Next month, probably.
Any clues?
I'll know the details the day before.
Sharples?
He'll know the week before.
Why?
PM loves the oily sod.
Why?
I have no idea. May I write to the Honourable Member?
It's not sexual. It can't be.
Why not? Because the PM's 53 and he's, what, 42?
You should know.
Meaning?
You and him,
Had an affair, were lovers, shagged ourselves stupid.
Please.
I'm not proud of what happened. Actually, I wish I'd never met the man. He's a bastard.
I know.
You can't begin to imagine. Do you want another bottle?
I drink too much.
Is that a no?
No.
Excuse me. Change of subject. The PMB to amend the Compensation Act? Never going to happen.
Well, don't say that. My constituent, she needs this.
I heard you had a soft side.
What's soft about wanting to help someone who can't help herself? That's why I went into politics in the first place. That. And wanting to be Prime Minister.
Well, you came close.
I haven't finished yet. When I got elected Deputy Leader, I realized for the first time how much grassroots support I had. It doesn't matter that the PM can't stand me. She didn't elect me. And if enough people want me to lead their party, their country, then that's what I'm going to do.
Do you really think you should be telling me this?
I need some dirt on Newbury.
I'm sorry?
I've got until next Wednesday. I need something that's going to get me...
Is that why you wanted to talk to me? To find out how to blackmail Alan Newbury?
No. I wanted to talk about some...
You never spoke to me when I was at DOH. 2 years at Culture, not a word. Now I'm Chief Whip, and suddenly you want to buy me dinner.
Actually, you suggested I buy you dinner. I would have been happy with a packet of crisps.
Piss off, Bob.
Good night, love. All right, love?
Yeah, fine. How was the journey?
27 minutes longer than it should have been. You're too close.
You can criticise my driving when you've learned to drive. Oh, that's never going to happen, though, is it?
I'm doing my bit for the environment.
Of course you are. Carl rang. Carl, your son Carl, rang last night. He seemed a bit worried.
I'll ring him later.
He's coming to supper tonight.
He's coming up here. What about his lectures?
Said it wouldn't wait and wants your advice. So please, don't sit there nodding while you're thinking about your London business.
My London business just happens to include acting as Prime Minister. Maybe you don't think that's important.
I realise you're a little busy, but it's not every day he says he needs to talk to us.
You'll have to go and see Katie. Tell her in person she won't be getting compensation.
Yes, I will, but not today. I need time. I've got to work out what to do, what to say.
But she's waiting for your call. She wants to know how you got on with Newbury. We'll go and see her first thing after surgery.
Right, start these before you go. And get the sandwich done.
He hasn't got time. You can have one of mine in the car. Come on.
In a minute.
Look, you've got 25 constituents to see, and that's just the ones who've made appointments. Now, let's get this show on the road.
You tosser! You said you wouldn't write it. I don't care what your editor says. He knows all about Indonesian pilots. He just didn't... No, if the Prime Minister didn't trust him, why would she ask him to do PMQs? Okay. Okay, but that's not the real story here. Galway and Sharples. Hang on. You're not supposed to talk to journalists. Well, I am, okay?
Dog shit! Everywhere!
And how long have you been receiving these messages?
3 years.
And they come through your CD player? Did you apply for planning permission?
Please?
Planning permission.
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
I'm not sure what you want me to do.
Help me to die.
And the problem is?
The neighbours, they're all black.
This is not something I can help you with. What happened?
They cut me.
And I will always love you.
Next.
You've got to help me.
Proszę.
Bodeja.
Particular piece.
Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Hello again, Mr. Galway.
Help me.
Die.
My neighbours.
Please help
They're
me.
all Asian.
Help
You've
me.
got to help me!
Well, come on. Who is in the meeting?
Why do you want to know?
Because in tomorrow's Guardian, there's going to be a diary piece about Mr. Galway wrestling with Mr. Sharples, and an article analysing their power struggle. Every other paper will then focus on this non-story for about a week, while 20 government initiatives go unreported. So I'd really like to know who was in the meeting.
Mr. Galway and Mr. Sharples.
Who was taking notes?
I don't believe notes were taken.
Do I have to come in here every day to warn you what your incompetence is doing to the government's reputation?
No, you could send an email. What the bloody hell are you doing telling a hack what happened? You never tell anyone what goes on in this office. Have you got that?
Yeah.
So if anyone asks what I just said to Teddy Leonard?
Was she here? I didn't notice.
Better.
If I don't see some changes, you'll both be leaving private office.
I've done nothing wrong.
Well, you put in the hours, I'll give you that, but there's never anything extra, eh? That's why mistakes are happening.
I'm not going back to the MOD.
Well, you will if you don't let me keep your mouth shut.
Danny, you can wait here. It'll be all right. Hello? Katie?